Hello, lovely people. Welcome to this video where we're going to look at a particular tool called Link Whisper. Some of you may be familiar to it, others of you may not. It is a brilliant tool for building your internal linking between blogs or pages within your WordPress site. Brought to you from Spencer Hawes, quite a profound affiliate marketer. This week, starting from today, there is a $20 reduction for subscribing up to using the tool. That will run from today, 16th of August, all the way through to Friday the 20th. So it's not often they do these sort of discounts. Normally Black Friday is the only other time it actually happens. So I thought it's a perfect opportunity to tell you about the discount and hopefully earn a bit of affiliate commission from it. And there will be a link in the description below. But more importantly, to walk you through the product on one of my sites and show you how the tool actually works. So let's get into this. So as you'll see, probiotics.tips is a case study site I'm working on at the moment. It works in tandem where I currently work with Cultec as their head of e-commerce in order to see how it influences the market, what resonates, and therefore we can go off and use this test site to go and create more in-depth articles on the Cultec one, which is Proven Probiotics, if you want to check that out, provenprobiotics.co.uk. Right, okay, so let's jump into it. You can see this is there's about 70 blogs on there at the moment to give me a bit of a flavor in order to test this tool out. Now, I've been using Link Whisper for about a year. I've used them on quite a few sites, and it is a fantastic tool because the difficulty is sometimes linking one blog up to another and making sure the contextual relevance is retained can be hard. It can be a manual process. This tool makes it so much easier. So jumping in on the back end, under the plugins, I've already loaded up the plugin, already got that. Come into the settings, and I have not set it up in any way, shape or form. It is just the default settings there as it stands at the moment. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to jump straight into the complete install. And here you can see it's not been run at all. It needs to run a link scan. Now, by doing this, it can see the potential of pages that might be orphan pages. They're not linking out to anything. It might already see some of the contextual linking through, say, navigations, anchor text contained within your website. But it will also look then for the intent. That's very, very important. So if you've got one blog talking about IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and you've got another one, then those two might share some common knowledge, and it'd be wise to link between the two. And that's what we're going to demonstrate in this particular video. So let's run the link scan a minute. It's quite a quick process. As you can see, that was lightning fast. It comes back with a lovely dashboard, which makes life very easy. As you can see, I've got 74 posts on there at the moment. There is already 214 links. Of those, only one is internal because I haven't done any work whatsoever. This is the beauty of doing this video. Excuse me. I also have 74 orphan posts, which basically means they're all setting separate. They're not communicating between each other. So if I was building a website, say, on fruit, you know that if I had a post on apples, oranges, and pears, there's a direct correlation between them, and therefore they should be linking to each other. If they don't, they become this, orphan pages. So that's what we need to do. We need to fix that. Thankfully, we've got no broken links or any 404s. So even once we've set this up, the tool goes on then to do your housekeeping, which is fantastic. You can see some of the prevalent domains that we already have mentioned within those orphan pages, such as the NCBI, MDPI, public. These are medical websites, okay, where they give more support and relevance or credibility to those individual posts. So, easiest way to do this is simply click onto orphan posts, and it will give us the range of those 74 pages spread over of 4 pages, 74 posts spread over 70. Get my words out. 74 posts spread over 4 pages. What we're looking at is we need to build out contextual link to these so we can see the number here increase. And basically the way this tool works is once we've done that, it knocks it off. So 74 became 73, 72, and so on and so forth, to get to the point you have no orphan pages. And the beauty of this is that when you re-index the site, to Search Console for Google, then it can see there is contextual link between pages, and that strength improves your ranking. Okay, so it's a vital thing to do. I've taken a little while to build up a number of posts here and do this video for you, and then when I seen the email come out from Spencer, I thought it's perfect timing. So let's get into it. So I'm not going to do the first one first because that's a 7,000 word article. It's quite long. Can probiotics help with autoimmune disorders? So autoimmune disorder, a chronic illness, is easily one we need to do something about. So let's click into it. Just take a couple of seconds. So I said, it's doing this always in real time. There's the post. So we've got the title, we've got an intro, we've got a table of contents, we've got H2 headings, and then we've got a body of text in there with references then that come down to the lower part. Happy days. Right, okay. But if we come all the way to the bottom, then we'll see where the suggestions are. Let me just close that down. That's the theme. Here is the link whisper target keywords. And on here now, it will pull out what it believes are relevant links to other posts. So you have the anchor text that you can use. You can edit this as well. And this is the beauty of this tool, is when you edit there and go to save, it will change the text in that corresponding post. That is fantastic because it saves you time and effort, opening multiples, jumping back and forth, pulling out the right. It does it all on the fly. Okay, and then here is the URL or the slug from that URL that links out to that relevant post. So it's a click and check what you think is applicable. And as soon as you've done that, you literally just then add those inbound links. You just save it. As simple as that. So let's do that. We know we're talking about autoimmune. Now I can be very specific and I could put that in there as the particular item. More so if they were suggesting, you know, dozens, if not hundreds of potential links for that particular article, you might want to narrow down a little bit. Okay, but I'm just going through this briefly. Meanwhile, a few papers discuss the possible beneficial effects of probiotics in autoimmune. So I like that. That's good. I'm going to include that one. Conduct lactobacilli on IBE. No, I'm not going to go that one. I'm not going to go that one. I'm not going to go that one. But I also check the titles here because whilst it may not pick out like an exact match anchor text, the blue text here, as you can see, the underline, say autoimmune, it might be other things that are just as relevant to it, those subcategories or subtopics. So it's important to look at the titles as well that are written on that particular subject. I'm not seeing anything that's really jumping out for me at the moment, but I want to be very specific, you know, and this is a very specific niche, probiotics. So again, you've got to be very careful how you link things together, but it's brilliant that it's proposing all these. I'm literally just going to go with the one, insert the link into the post. It'll now do that automatically. It'll make the link between the two posts and it'll save it. And we simply come back up to the top of this page. Wait for that to load back up. Lovely. It says it's done. Happy days. And then I can click back. Normally there is an element here, so I can either click back to here. I can also be very specific to the categories. We might use that in time. We'll come back to it. Let's just roll back to where we need to be. So we're coming back to the linking. Now that 74 has gone down to 73. So now I no longer have one orphan post. Let's just see that in reality. We click onto Link Whisper. We'll come onto the dashboard. We now have 73 orphan posts, and the link has gone up from 214 to 215. So you can see that's how the process works. You can see from this pie chart over here, my internal linking is very, very poor, which is not great for ranking, or from an SEO perspective, in order to rank and drive more traffic. But that's kind of fine. It's a brand new site. It's there as a test site more than anything. So it's a case of by the time I finish this process, that should be quite sizable. It'd be more than 1%. It could be a couple of percent. And then it shows there is a bit more context to that intent. So let's jump back in. Let's choose another article. And we're going to go with Bifidobacterium, which is a particular strain of probiotics. And in this one now, we'll look at all the different types of links relevant to bifidobacterium, bifidobacteria, bifido. They're all permutations. So again, side effects, no, and there's nothing on that one, no, no. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to narrow down slightly on this one, and I'm going to just put in bifido. And if I do that and now press return, that will narrow down some of those links to specific ones containing it. Press return. And it's come back with nothing. Right, so that's fine. I fully get that sometimes. So it means that that particular article doesn't have enough links to link out to, right? So let's go with another. Discover the benefits of probiotics. That's a much more broad term. Let's have a look at that one. I'm pretty sure that will give us quite a few links to choose from. Let's scroll down. Just close down the theme. I'm using Jana just for people's reference while I'm closing that down. And then if we scroll down, you can see, yeah, it's given me quite a few links to go through. I can edit the sentence if I want. Probiotics are good bacteria. Yeah, that is brilliant. That's on the money. Bear in mind, we're talking about everything to do with probiotics. Benefits of probiotics. You can see that there. Now, I can also then include just within the same category. So what that would do is where I've used tags or categories to not tags, where I've used categories to highlight this particular silo. So probiotics or IBS or UTI, I could just look only in the articles I've associated with probiotics. That way then, it allows me then to really strengthen my silos, okay? So I don't always need to do that because there is cross-reference, more so if I understand the subject matter. But if this was a big authority site and thousands of posts on there, you probably want to niche down a little bit, okay? Otherwise, you just have too many links to choose from, and not being specific enough might weaken the intent or the relevancy contained in that content, okay? That's not the case on here at the moment. It's only 70 blogs. That's neither here nor there. Probiotics can clearly aid in the maintenance of good health. Yes, they do, and that's very relevant to the benefits. If you must take medication, talk to your doctor about taking probiotics afterwards, right? Okay, yeah, that's totally relevant as well. And what you might find is sometimes you actually click all of these and create more context. If it's relevant to it, you can see that. Benefits of probiotics, yes. Put a shelf on the next bag. No, I'm not going to use that one. Advantages are limited to internal wellness. Yes, that's relevant. Great weight, yep, very relevant. You can make sure everyday wellness. Yes, that's correct. To summarize, a great way to improve gut health. They do indeed. Whoop, come off. We hope that this is answering how probiotics work and if they are safe for consumption. How do I know my probiotics working? Is that relevant to the benefits? Yes and no. So I'm going to leave that one off for the moment. Insert those links. There was about 4 or 5 there links I chose. That will now make those links relevant to those blogs specific back to this one. Lovely, jubbly. Coming back then onto our sheet, we'll now be down to 65 items now because it's linked out to the other posts. Those posts that they've been linked out to are no longer orphan posts because they talk back to the one that was about the benefits of probiotics. See how it works. If I jump on the main dashboard, you'll see that has massively jumped down, and the percentage I'm actually linking out to is now 4.5% of my content now has internal links. So we keep working through that, and it's not just throw a load of links at it. Be selective. This is where this tool is really, really good. Okay, so that's another one, nice one there. Do you take probiotics with food or on an empty stomach? Quite a good question. Short answer is take it with food because it digests it better within the stomach. But hey ho, if you want to jump on this website, please do, probiotics.tips, and make any suggestions. It is an ongoing case study that I use for the company I work for, but it gives me the insight to do my job a little bit better. Okay, so we know this is all to do with, there's the intent, taking probiotics. So taking probiotics is the main intent. It's a great way to kickstart a weight loss program. Yeah, that's absolutely true. If you take too much medicine, you may feel sick. Yeah, taking it, side effects do occur. There are many goods available to purchase on this Right, okay, what are the side effects? Side effects, yeah, absolutely relevant. I could change that if need be. There are many good probiotics, so many good probiotics that you can take. Let's edit that sentence, okay? So I want to give you an example of how we see that. So let's look at it visually. There are many good probiotics you can take available, and I say that. And as simple as that now, it will change that text in the relevant blog, this one, what the side effects of too many probiotics. It's treated it as my anchor text as well, but it's also given it a bit more relevance to the post I want to link it from, okay, or to. It's important that you check with your primary care physician about taking any type of probiotics. That's absolutely true. Always seek medical advice first and foremost. You do your own due diligence, but medical advice as well. Combination of two gives you a much more balanced and informed decision. Taking probiotics, that's absolutely true. Lovely jubbly, and let's save. You can see how easy this process is of creating links, and I just methodically keep working through this until I have completed it. And that way then I know that the whole of my website is structurally or contextually, it's all linking out to the relevant content. Relevancy is everything, people. We hear that term, content is king, but only if it's relevant, okay? So let's choose another one now. What do probiotics do to your body? So yeah, it's knowing about the effects they have on the body. That will be things like side effects and benefits. So again, let's shoot all the way down. So when taken daily or needed, probiotics have been shown to be effective. That's brilliant. Yes, on the money. They help your body maintain a healthy balance of good bacteria. Absolutely true. The most common probiotic strains used in there are Lactobacilli, Acidophilus, and Bifidobacterium. Yeah, gotta love all the Latin. Certainly has improved my terminology. Yes, that's true. Just protect your microbiome. Yes. And they're there for gut health. Yeah, absolutely. Where do beneficial probiotics live in the body? Yeah, so taking that will obviously tell you they're in your gut, your microbiome specifically. Probiotics have been around for a long time, ever since we figured out. Yes, Hippocrates wrote about it 2000 AD. All diseases come from the gut. So yeah, very famous sayings there. Some people think of probiotics as an option, but because it's easy to take every day. Absolutely true. So yes, probiotics a long way to go. So you can see in that particular instance, the suggestions it made were bang on the money. I chose all of them. And there's no right or wrong there. Consider Wikipedia. You come on a Wikipedia page, and this is exactly what we're doing here, contextual linking, and it's littered with anchor texts. But it doesn't stop you reading the whole content. It's that when you find something you wish to go off on a tangent, you have the ability because it's contextually relevant. And that's the wonderful element that Spencer Hawes has designed with this tool, and why it's probably the most favored internal linking tool at the moment. So I'll carry on with this. I'll just come back on the dashboard to show you now how we've come down and we're building that out. My orphan page is now down 57. I'm going to slug away for this for the next couple of hours, and you can see it's improved my internal linking. Obviously then if I do more external links, because it can be used for that as well, but I'll do that in a separate video. I think that the real power is the internal linking. I know from hand on heart, having ranked so many websites over the years, this is what will really push up your ranking capability when Google fully understands what you're talking about. So sometimes we can have words that we have contained within our blogs, but you haven't got the contextual reference built around it. By building out those contextual links, it supports it. And bear in mind, we're not just educating the reader here, we're educating the search engines, predominantly Google. Anyway, that's me in this video. Please do link on the link below. I'll put it under this video. It will give you the $20 off now this week, starting from today all the way till Friday. Don't miss out on it. It's a great tool. I've got it running on several websites. I only practice what I preach at the end of the day. I don't do it for any other rhyme or reason. Yes, I will earn a little commission if you do so, but more importantly, it will be making your life a lot easier. Any comments you've got, please leave them below, and hopefully you want to like and subscribe to the video as well, and I'll read all those comments as well. So it only remains for me to crack on with this, get the job done, and I'll see you in the next video.